October planting is not what you think it is. While everyone's packing away their tools and accepting that the growing season is over, there are 7 edible plants you can pop in the ground right now that'll give you fresh food in weeks, not months. Welcome back. If you've been here before, it's brilliant to have you with us again. And if you're new to the channel, you've landed on the perfect video because we're about to show you how to keep your garden productive right through autumn and winter without spending a fortune. Right, before we jump in, if you're excited about the idea of growing your own food in October and actually harvesting it before Christmas, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, tap that subscribe button because we're all about growing more food for less money. And I've got loads more videos like this coming. Let's get into it. Edible plant number 1, winter lettuce, Arctic King. First up, winter lettuce, specifically the variety Arctic King. This is an absolute game changer for October planting because it's been bred to handle cold weather that would turn regular lettuce into complete mush. Arctic King can survive temperatures down to -10°C once it's established. That means you can be harvesting fresh, crisp lettuce leaves in November, December, even January if we get a mild spell. No more buying those plastic-wrapped salad bags that cost £3 and go slimy within 2 days. Here's how you grow it successfully in October. Sow seeds directly into the ground or into modules if you want to get them started a bit quicker. The soil's still warm enough in early October for germination, which takes about 7 to 10 days. Space them about 25 centimeters apart because they'll form decent-sized heads by winter. If you're sowing directly, scatter seeds thinly in rows and thin them out as they grow. Within 6 to 8 weeks from sowing, you'll have lettuce ready to pick. That's fresh salad by late November when everyone else is paying through the nose for imported stuff. And here's the clever bit. Instead of cutting the whole head, pick the outer leaves and leave the center to keep growing. It'll keep producing new leaves right through winter whenever the weather's mild enough. 1 packet of Arctic King seeds costs about £2 and will give you months of fresh salad. Compare that to buying lettuce every single week at £3 a pop. The savings add up fast and the taste difference is incredible. Supermarket lettuce that's been transported and stored for days versus leaves you've just picked. No competition. Edible plant number 2, broad beans, and specifically you want the autumn sowing variety called Aqua Dolce Claudia. This is the variety that's been developed to be tough enough to sit through British winter and give you the earliest crop of beans next year. Why would you plant broad beans in October instead of waiting until spring? Because autumn sown beans will be ready to harvest in late May or June, a full month before spring sown beans catch up. That's a whole month of free, fresh broad beans before the main season even starts. And if you've bought broad beans from a shop recently, you'll know they're not cheap. You're looking at £4 or more for a small amount. Growing your own is a complete no-brainer. Aqua Dolce Claudia is specifically bred for autumn sowing. It's incredibly hardy and can handle frost, cold winds, and all the rubbish weather that British winter throws at it. The plants sit quite small through winter, maybe 15 to 20 centimeters tall, then they explode into growth when spring arrives and temperatures rise. Plant them about 5 centimeters deep and 20 centimeters apart in rows. Choose a spot that gets decent sun and has reasonable drainage because they don't like sitting in waterlogged soil all winter. If you've got heavy clay, add some grit or compost to improve drainage. Some gardeners start them in deep pots or root trainers and plant them out in November, which works brilliantly if you've got mice or birds that like to big up freshly sown beans. Here's a bonus that most people don't know. Broad beans are legumes, which means they fix nitrogen from the air into the soil through special nodules on their roots. That's free fertilizer for whatever crop you plant after them. When you've finished harvesting the beans, cut the plants off at ground level, but leave the roots in the soil to rot down and release that nitrogen. Instant soil improvement at 0 cost. Edible plant number 3, rocket, also called arugula or rucola, depending on where you're from. This stuff is ridiculously fast-growing and thrives in cool autumn weather. Rocket can be ready to harvest in just 3 weeks from sowing. 3 weeks! That means if you sow it in early October, you're eating your own peppery salad leaves by the end of the month. And a rocket in the supermarket is expensive for what it is. Those tiny bags cost £2 or more and contain about 3 servings if you're lucky. The brilliant thing about rockets in October is that they actually prefer cooler weather. In summer, it bolts to flower really quickly and the leaves get tough and too peppery. But autumn and winter rocket, milder flavor, tender leaves, and it just keeps producing. Sow it directly into the soil or into containers. It's not fussy. You can even scatter it between plants or in gaps in your vegetable beds. Scatter seeds thinly, barely cover them with soil, and keep them moist for the first week while they germinate. They'll pop up within 7 to 10 days in October temperatures. Once they're growing, the rocket needs very little attention. Pick leaves when they're about 8 to 10 centimeters long for the best flavor and texture. Here's the smart way to grow rockets for continuous harvest. Sow a small amount every 2 to 3 weeks through October and November. That way you'll have a constant supply of young tender leaves rather than everything maturing at once. It's called succession sowing, and it's how professional growers do it. Give the rocket some protection with a cloche or fleece when we get into December, and it'll keep growing slowly through winter. Even in the coldest months, if you've got it under cover, you can pick leaves on milder days. For the price of one packet of seeds at about £1.50, you can have rocket from October right through to March. That's easily 50 quid worth if you were buying it from shops. Mix rocket with winter lettuce and you've got the base for fantastic salads. Chuck in some chopped apples, walnuts and a simple dressing. You're eating fresh, homegrown food in November while spending almost nothing. That's what smart gardening looks like. Right, before we get to number 4, and number 4 is something you can grow if you've got zero space, I need to ask you something. Are you finding this useful? If you're already planning what you're going to plant this week, hit that like button for me right now. It helps more gardeners discover that October is actually an amazing growing month. And drop a comment below telling me which of these 7 you're most excited to try, or if you're already growing any of them. I read every comment and I love hearing what's working in your gardens. Right, let's crack on because the next 3 are absolute belters. Edible plant number 4, spring onions or scallions, white Lisbon winter hardy. Number 4, spring onions, specifically the variety white Lisbon winter hardy. These are the ultimate small space crop because you can tuck them in absolutely anywhere and they'll give you a harvest through winter and into early spring. Spring onions in shops cost about £1 for a bunch of maybe 8 to 10 stems. Grow your own and one packet of seeds gives you hundreds for about £2. The math is ridiculous. And these aren't summer spring onions that keel over at the first frost. White Lisbon winter hardy is bred to sit through cold weather and be ready whenever you need them. Sow them in October directly into the ground, in containers, in gaps between other plants, along the edges of raised beds, literally anywhere with a bit of soil. They take up almost no space. Sow them quite thickly in shallow drills about 1 centimeter deep in rows 15 centimeters apart if you're doing multiple rows. They'll germinate within 2 weeks while the soil's still warm. The beauty of spring onions is you harvest them young, before they form proper bulbs. This means they're ready fast, usually 8 to 10 weeks from sowing. October sowing gives you spring onions from December onwards, and they'll stand in the ground for ages without going over. Just pull them up as you need them. They're completely unfussy about soil, they don't need feeding, and pests leave them alone in winter. The most effort you'll put in is keeping weeds down around them, and even that's minimal in winter. For flavor in stir-fries, salads, garnishes, or just chopped on baked potatoes, homegrown spring onions are miles better than shop-bought ones that have been sitting around for days. Here's a professional trick. Sow spring onions in guttering or long containers that you can keep near your back door. When you need some for cooking, you just nip out, pull a few, and you're done. No trudging down a muddy garden in December. Easy access means you'll actually use them, and they'll save you multiple trips to the shops. Edible plant number 5, spinach. And you want autumn sowing varieties like Amazon or Madonna. These are bred specifically to handle cold weather and grow through winter when spinach in the shops is either expensive or terrible quality or both. Spinach is one of those vegetables that supermarkets charge a fortune for considering what it is. A bag of fresh spinach costs 2 to 3 quid and gives you maybe 2 meals. Growing your own means unlimited spinach for months from a seed packet that cost about £2. Sow spinach in October while the soil's still warm enough for decent germination.
It needs temperatures above 5 Celsius to germinate well, so early October is perfect. Sow directly into the ground in rows 30 centimeters apart or broadcast it across a bed and thin it out as it grows. Seeds should be about 2 centimeters deep. Spinach grows quite quickly even in autumn. You'll see leaves within 2 to 3 weeks, and you can start picking baby leaves for salads after about 4 weeks. For full-size leaves, wait 6 to 8 weeks. The clever way to harvest spinach is to pick the outer leaves and leave the center to keep growing. One plant can give you multiple harvests over several months. The secret to great winter spinach is regular picking. The more you pick, the more it produces. If you leave it to get huge, it'll try to flower and the leaves get tough. Keep picking and it stays in productive mode. Through December and January, the growth will slow right down, but it'll still give you leaves on milder days, and it'll speed up again in February when days start lengthening. Give spinach a feed with liquid seaweed or comfrey tea in early spring, and it'll put on a final flush of growth before bolting in April or May. By then, you'll have had 5 or 6 months of fresh spinach from October through to spring. That's easily 40 or 50 quid worth if you were buying it. Use winter spinach in everything. Wilt it into pasta, chuck it in curries, make sag dishes, add it to soups, eat it fresh in salads when the leaves are young. It's so versatile, and it's packed with nutrients exactly when we need them in winter. Edible plant number 6, kale, specifically varieties like Cavolo Nero or Red Boar. And here's something most people don't realize. Kale actually tastes better after it's been hit by frost. The cold weather converts some of the starches in the leaves into sugars, making it sweeter and less bitter. If you're planting kale in October, you want to get young plants or modules rather than sowing from seed because they'll establish faster and be productive quicker. Most garden centers sell kale plants in autumn for about 2 to 3 quid each, or you can buy a strip of modules for about 5 quid, which gives you 6 plants. That's enough to keep a family in kale all winter. Plant them about 45 centimeters apart because kale gets quite big. Choose a spot with decent soil and firm them in well. Kale has shallow roots, so it needs to be planted firmly to stop it rocking in winter winds. Water them well, and they'll establish quickly while the soil's still warm. Kale is incredibly tough. It'll handle frost, snow, wind, heavy rain, everything winter throws at it. It just sits there looking gorgeous, and those dark green leaves of Cavolo Nero or the deep purple leaves of Red Boar look fantastic in a winter garden. You're growing food and ornamental plants in one. Start harvesting from the bottom of the plant, taking the lower leaves first. The plant keeps growing upwards, producing new leaves at the top while you harvest from below. One plant can keep producing from November right through to April or even May. That's 6 months of harvesting from a 3 quid plant. Show me another investment that gives returns like that. Cavolo Nero, also called black kale or dinosaur kale, has these beautiful textured leaves that are perfect for Italian dishes, shredding into stews, or making kale crisps in the oven. Red Boar is more frilly and decorative, brilliant in stir-fries or blanched and served as a side vegetable. Both are miles nicer than the tough old Kerma kale that gives kale a bad reputation.
Edible plant number 7, garlic. And finally, number 7, garlic. October is absolutely the prime time to plant garlic, and if you're not growing garlic, you're missing out on one of the easiest and most valuable crops you can grow. A bulb of decent garlic in the supermarket costs anywhere from 50p to 2 quid depending on quality. Plant garlic in October and each clove you plant will multiply into a whole bulb of 6 to 10 cloves by next June or July. You plant 1 clove, you get back 8. That's incredible value. Here's what you need to know. Don't plant supermarket garlic. It's often treated to stop it sprouting, and it's not bred for UK conditions. Buy proper seed garlic from garden centers or online. You're looking at about 5 to 8 quid for a bulb of seed garlic that'll give you maybe 10 cloves to plant, which will turn into 10 bulbs next year. That's potentially 80 to 100 cloves from an 8 quid investment. The numbers make complete sense. October planting is crucial for garlic because it needs a cold period to develop properly. This is called vernalization. The cold triggers the clove to split and form a bulb. Spring-planted garlic often doesn't get cold enough and produces small, disappointing bulbs. Autumn-planted garlic has all winter to develop roots, then shoots up in spring and forms big, beautiful bulbs.
Split your bulb of seed garlic into individual cloves. Plant each clove pointy end up, about 3 centimeters deep and 15 centimeters apart. Choose a sunny spot with good drainage because garlic absolutely hates sitting in wet soil. If you've got heavy clay, either add grit and compost or grow garlic in raised beds or large containers. Garlic needs almost zero attention once planted. It'll sit through winter as small green shoots, then grow rapidly in spring. The only jobs are keeping weeds down and maybe giving it a feed with liquid fertilizer in March or April. That's it. Harvest in June or July when the leaves start dying back. The flavor difference between homegrown garlic and supermarket stuff is massive. Your garlic will be fresh, pungent, and properly flavorful. You can plate the bulbs and hang them in your kitchen, giving you garlic for 6 to 8 months after harvest. One season of growing and you're sorted for most of the year. For anyone serious about growing their own food, garlic is non-negotiable. It stores brilliantly, it's used in endless recipes, and it's expensive to buy but cheap and easy to grow. No excuses. Get some garlic planted in October. Right. Before we wrap this up, I promised you bonus information, and here it is. This is the stuff that'll take you from just planting these 7 crops to actually succeeding with them and maximizing your harvest. Bonus tip 1, succession sowing strategy. Don't plant everything at once. With the quick-growing stuff like rocket, lettuce, and spinach, sow a bit in early October, more in mid-October, and a final sowing in early November. This staggers your harvest so you're not overwhelmed with loads all at once, followed by nothing. Professional growers use succession sowing, and so should you. Bonus tip 2, the protection game. Every bit of protection you give these plants adds weeks to your growing season. A cloche adds 4 weeks, a cold frame adds 6 weeks, a cheap mini polytunnel or even just fleece on hoops adds 2 to 3 weeks. That protection is worth far more than it costs. 15 quid for a mini polytunnel that extends your season by 6 weeks? That's a no-brainer investment. Bonus tip 3, the watering window. Autumn usually gives us plenty of rain, but if we get a dry spell, especially early in the month, make sure newly sown seeds and freshly planted crops get watered until they're established. Once they're growing well, autumn and winter rain does the job for you, but those first 2 to 3 weeks are critical. Bonus tip 4, the instant salad bed. Here's a genius combination for maximum food from minimum space. Create a salad bed that's just 1 meter square, plant it with winter lettuce in the corners, rockets scattered across half of it, spinach and rows on the other half, and spring onions around the edges. That 1 square meter will feed you salads from November through to March, and it costs about 10 quid to set up. That's the value of gardening right there. So, there you have it. 7 edible plants you can grow right now in October that'll give you fresh food through autumn, winter, and into early spring. While everyone else is paying premium prices for imported vegetables, you'll be harvesting from your own garden. These aren't difficult, fussy crops that need endless attention. These are straightforward, reliable plants that work in British conditions and give you incredible value for money. We're talking about hundreds of pounds worth of food from about 30 to 40 quid of investment. That's the power of growing your own. Now, if you found this helpful, I need 2 things from you. First, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already because we're all about helping you grow more food for less money, and I've got loads more videos coming on this exact topic. And second, leave me a comment. Tell me which of these 7 you're planting this week, or if you're already growing something in October, let me know how it's going. I read every single comment and I reply to as many as I can. If you want more videos on growing your own food, budget gardening tips, or what to plant month by month, check out the videos on screen now. There's loads more to discover. Thanks so much for watching. Happy planting, and I'll see you in the next one.